It was another Sunday off the trail. I decided to take advantage of the pause to begin another channel segment, exploring the history residing in the downtown districts of small towns. I love history, and many of these small towns, some all but forgotten, have stories all their own, and we love to explore them. Hello everybody, it's a Sunday and we're doing a little different thing. I was hoping to be a new segment to our channel, because one of my interests, we love history. We've said that before in other videos. We like hiking to historic areas, visiting historic places, and I like visiting old historic towns and going to their historic downtown areas. So that's what this segment is about this week. We're going to visit a couple of old towns and visit their downtown, historic downtown areas. Right now we are in New Market, Tennessee. And the significance of this town is this place right here, Houston's Mineral Water. This is in the heart of the town. And this isn't much of a town. It's got a population of about 2,000 people. And the significance of Houston's mineral water, which is located here right in the heart, is this water that comes out, and you get your water here, you fill up your jugs here, is rumored to be touched by an angel. Now the story goes that Mr. Houston, I can't remember his first name, he had a lot of health ailments and stuff like that, and not doing very well. And anyways, during one of the nights when he was having a hard time sleeping, according to the story, he had a dream during the night, and I think the story goes, an angel came to him and told him to come to this spot and dig a well exactly 252 feet into the ground here. So he hired this is 1930s, I believe. Anyways, hired a well drilling company to come out, and according to the story, they drilled down to about 100 feet, struck water, and said, "Hey, cool, look, we found water." And Mr. Houston was pretty insistent, said, "No, it has to go to 252 feet. So they continued to drill the well, got about another 50 or so feet, hit water again. Told Mr. Houston, "Nope, we found water again," and he said, No. You were not to stop until you get to 252 feet. So they did. And there's apparently a mineral spring at that level. When they got to 252 feet, they stopped. And when Mr. Houston drank this water from where he was told to drill in his dream, that his ailments, his health was healed. Anyways, so you come here, this little spring house here, or they built around the well, and they have a water fountain in there. It's really busy right now. I'll show you as soon as it chills a little bit. And you pay 50 cents a gallon for the water, and people come from the parking lot is pretty full. The people come from all around to get this water because of the reputation of healing all kinds of digestive ailments and any kind of health issues that you may have. So you come here, 50 cents a gallon, you bring your own jugs, you fill them up, and it's all on the honor system. You got a box in there where you put your money, 50 cents a gallon, and you drink the water touched by an angel. Now, when I can get in there and film, I mean, there's news articles on the wall. I talked about this place. Now, I did check out the website. This is, the state does regulate this. The water is tested regularly for any kind of bacteria growth or high nitrates and stuff like that. And it always passes. So yeah, and while we're waiting for our turn to get in there, check out some of these old structures. That old church right there. And this, because you see the cross on top of the steeple there. So I bet you that this was probably the original church to that one. But they first built this one and met here, and then they built the brick one next to it. Pretty cool. I'm gonna take some pictures of these churches. I liked historic churches. I like taking pictures of. Not that I'm religious in any kind of way, but old churches are like, you know, their history. They're part of the history of whatever town that they're in. So I like taking pictures of old churches. Pretty much on kind of old structure. Like that house right there is supposedly a Civil War era house. So yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures while we're waiting to get into Houston's mineral water. All right, be back. Pictures. I guess that's the Houston dude himself. Right there. The guy who did this. That's where you put your money. I got 2 gallons, so I'm dropping those smack in there. I guess there's some more pictures of him. So there's articles that have been written about this place. That looks like the guy who talked to us outside, only now he's got a beard. So, I want to taste it. I'll go to the water fountain. Okay, so there's a water fountain. You can take a drink. This is where you'll fill up the big jugs. Here's a story. 252 feet. These are articles of different things in the water. Just where you can sit and wait. And man, has it been busy here today? Okay.
Is this your first time?
Yes. You bet. When a town has its own unique feature, like the town of Newmarket, that immediately places it on my radar. We learned of this place from another YouTuber, and we just had to check it out for ourselves. Okay, so as you saw, we were finally able to get in there, and I brought a couple of jugs, like I said, to fill up. And there was a lady in there, and she was filling up the jugs. Make sure my kid's holding the camera, so I'm not driving and holding the camera at the same time, so nobody freak out. Anyways, we were talking to her because she was filling up a whole bunch of jugs. So I was asking her.
Well, it's not made on most of this car.
Yeah. If it works for her, she said she has digestive issues and seems to help. And I have a lot of digestive issues, which is what brought my intention to this place. And I brought a couple of jugs. But she says it seems to really help her. So, I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. I brought a couple of gallons, like I said. And they have the water fountain there, like I showed you. And you can drink it. It tastes just like regular water. But if it helps, you know, because I have a big giant water cooler in my house because our city water stinks. And I'm going to come back with the big 5-gallon things like everyone else was doing. And yeah. So we'll see. Anyways, we are now on our way to Jefferson City. Because it's just like 5 or so miles up the road here. And we're going to go check out their downtown area. So, be right back. Okay. So we are in Jefferson City. The old historic downtown area. And, I mean, it's cool. But it is... I mean, there's a lot of history, but it is decaying. You can see what's left of a shop that was right here. And you can tell there used to be a building right here. And we parked in front of the old City Cafe, which no longer exists. What's cool is they've got these banners up on the buildings with old pictures of the town. So this used to be the Godwin Brothers storefront right here before it became the Old City Cafe. In fact, you can still see the old sign, Old City Cafe, hanging right there. Here's another old picture, Goodwin Brothers storefront. Right here. And the historic Mossy Creek district. I'm assuming that Mossy Creeks, we see that everywhere around here. Mossy Creek was the original name of Jefferson City. This is the old bank, and if you could see in there, the roof and everything is completely collapsed. Actually, I don't think this is the old bank building. Just got a picture because it has steps. There's no steps here, so not sure. Here's the old train depot. So maybe the bank was over there where there's no building anymore. You could tell there used to be a building right there, and the only thing left of it is the back wall. I kind of want to go over there and take a look at that. I wonder what used to be here. Maybe this is where the bank was. Who knows? There's a lot of history. Now you'd look at all this and you'd think that this was a dying town. actually, all it really did was shift. Because we came through the heart of Jefferson City to get here. That's all toward the south, I'm going to say. And it's pretty built up over there. This is definitely not a dying city. The downtown area is just not so much. And there's those trees, and there are some shops here. Here's the railroad that comes right through here, and that's still used. Those are modern tracks. Look at the gnomes. I mean, this is, this used to be a bank. Because look, there's the old night deposit slot from when it used to be a bank. So this used to be a bank here. I don't think it's the first bank. Here's another old shop here. No trespassing. And then looks like its roof is gone too. And here's the location of the original train depot. Just really pretty cool because there's just so much history in these old towns, in the center parts of them. The land on which you stand once supported thriving businesses. Some of the buildings erected prior to 1901, when Jefferson City was still Mossy Creek. So this was known as Mossy Creek. Before it was known as Jefferson City. After a 2001 fire destroyed the buildings, the vacant lots were purchased. Frank and Elizabeth Brown. They donated this land to the city in 2013 to be used for a festival park. So the Mossy Creek Foundation, trying to revitalize the downtown area here. So I was right, kiddo. This was once known as Mossy Creek, and then they changed it to Jefferson City. So pretty cool. Anyways, we'll be back as we continue walking around. It's a shame the fire destroyed much of this downtown area. Unfortunately, fire is a common reason many old structures are lost. The photo banners helped keep alive the memories of this once bustling downtown. I hope more is done to revitalize the Mossy Creek Historic District. It's certainly worth saving. Okay, we've gone up a street. Here's the post office. So we saw a banner down there where the original post office was down on the first road that we were on. We got more old businesses here, or buildings that are now like, we got a cafe here. Health food store over there. Let's walk that way, kiddo. Of course, it being Sunday, all these places are closed. But it would be cool to go in there and have a bite to eat at that little cafe. And Carson Newman College is right up that road right there. And that was a pretty big, look, bakery closed. Anyways, the college just up there. There's a pretty decent sized college. I didn't realize it was that big. Okay, so we're walking up to the Franklin Supermarket, which is not a supermarket anymore. Okay, you got a little pet spa down there. A little gift shop, Christmas at the Creek. Okay, so the Franklin Supermarket is now home to bail bondsmen. And substance abuse place, which is pretty cool. And I'm really curious what that big building down there is. I really want to go in there. Of course, yes, that would be trespassing. I wouldn't do it, but it almost looks like it's an old school. Or maybe an old factory. I don't know. I want to check it out, dude. Okay. So we're just gonna go up a little further. Sustainable Aquatics. Got like a fish store for aquariums and stuff, maybe. I don't know. But it is closed. The Battery, Tasting House and Cocktail Lounge. Check out this old sign. Carl's Home Center. Long since closed up. Well, they are doing something with it. I mean, they got this new, so something's being done with the old building. That looks like the newspaper, local newspaper. Pretty neat. Okay, so we're gonna get off here and we'll come back. Something else interesting pops up. Here's a closer look at whatever that is. It's just begging to be explored, you know what I mean? Okay, you can definitely tell that this area here, because a lot of the houses are even a lot older in this area of Jefferson City. In sharp contrast to the southern part where we came in from New Market. So you can tell everything has moved out that way. That's where the Walmarts are, the Lowe's. All that stuff's moved towards the south and away from this downtown area. But this downtown area is just so cool. I mean, even though most of it's shuttered, that's kind of a shame. I don't know. I just love old town areas, the old downtown areas, because there's just so much history there. And the Mossy Oak Foundation, I really hope that this Mossy Oak Foundation really you know, builds this place and revitalizes it, like the plaque said, that's its mission statement, and that's to revitalize the old downtown. That's pretty cool. Anyways, heading back to the car over there. And we'll see what else there is to see along the way. And be back. I love seeing these little shops coming into these old storefronts. Not only does it help preserve the buildings they're located in, it also helps bring attention back to the historic districts. Many of these little shops and cafes are as unique as the downtown districts they're located in. Okay, I just had to show that really quick. So this town was established in 1788. Man, that's a lot older than I thought. Okay, back to the Trailmobile, and we're gonna see what else there is to see. Be back. Okay, so we drove out, which was only like 5 or so miles outside of Jefferson City, which is still back over there. This is Cherokee Lake. We are at the Cherokee Dam, which is just up there. I'm going to go up there in a minute. This is the day use area of the Cherokee Dam, TVA area, and it's very low. In fact, the swimming area is just up along this pathway, just on the other side of this little rise, and it's completely dried up. There is no swimming area right now. I'm going to assume they have it this low because we're heading into spring and they're getting ready for all the spring rains. But man, look at that. Look at those views. Wow. Okay, we're gonna scope this out a bit and be back. Okay, so here's the swimming area. Like I said, it is devoid of water. But what's really interesting, look how steep the swimming area. It even gives you a warning here about how deep the water is in this. Usually swimming areas at TVA rec areas is an area where it's fairly shallow, you know, because a lot of families come there. But man, this one just, and there's the floating rope back there, where it's usually the boundary of how far you could swim out to. And it's all the way down there. And here's where the level of the water comes. And you can say, man, this is a really deep swimming area when it has water. Man. So, I don't know if I would consider this a really good swimming area for little kids. I definitely have a life vest on them. Okay, we're gonna go check out the dam here in a second. Be back. Okay, so we are now walking along the top of this Cherokee Dam. There's the spillway and the gate for the spillway, and there's lots of people up here, so apparently you can walk all the way down to where the spillway is. That's what we're gonna do. But look at those views. Look at the mountains off in the distance there. And look, can you see that? Across the lake there, the water's so low, it's like a little land bridge. You can walk out to that island of rock. Yeah. When the water's up, that'll all be gone. But this is pretty cool, man. Again, this is the Cherokee Dam. That's Cherokee Lake, according to the map. Makes sense. Why would they call the Cherokee Dam something else if that wasn't Cherokee Lake? Or would it be the other? Because the dam created the lake. So if they called it Cherokee Dam, yeah, okay. So what came first, the lake or the dam? The dam. Damn it. Anyways, then there's a spillway down there where you can park, and look, there's people walking their dogs down there. So we might have to scope that out. It's not a very tall dam compared to some other dams I've been on. That looks pretty neat down there. We'll have to check that out. Anyways, be back. I noticed this lake on the GPS, and we just had to check it out on our way out of Jefferson City. It was probably only 5 miles outside of town, so it was hardly out of our way. What we found here was totally amazing and very popular, as evidenced by the amount of visitors. But it was a beautiful day, so we couldn't really blame them. Okay, we have reached the overlook area of the Cherokee Dam. We're momentarily the only ones out here. This is as far as you can go. It's fenced off down there. Quite awesome. And for some reason I got the stairway closed. There's a staircase. Goes down to the lower parking lot. Not sure why they have it closed. Maybe it was iced over. There's no ice now, but anyways. Here's the spillway. They must have the gates completely closed, because even the spillway is half dried up. You can see the remnants of an old bridge down there. It must be a good fishing spot. There's a lot of people down there. And there's the power generating station over there. And the kiddo's really getting her pictures in. Okay, be back. Okay, we've traveled down to the spillway area of the Cherokee Dam over there. And it looks like we got the remnants of an old bridge. And that's kind of cool. Neat. Okay, be back. Yeah, the entire area was man-made, so that took a little away as compared to nature's creations, but it was still pretty cool. It is an engineering marvel, and it made for a fascinating way to bring our little day trip to a close. Okay, so we are at the bottom of the spillway of the Cherokee Dam. Yeah, it is completely shut down. Looks like we got some cranes walking around down there. A bunch of seagulls down there. Spillway, just weird seeing the spillway so dry. I've never seen a spillway at the end of a dam that's so dry. But anyways, I think this is going to do it for this week's video. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting. So, with the Cherokee Dam in the background, we thank you for joining us on this adventure. This gets some traction, we'll probably do more. We're going to randomly start picking little towns, especially if the little town has something, you know, interesting in it, like Newmarket with the spring thing, the spring house thing. We're going to go there and check it out and kind of bring a little attention to that little town and check out the history of their historic downtown areas. So until then, keep your stick on the ice and keep on hiking. Adios, people. We thoroughly enjoyed our day and our first foray into our new road trip adventures. The first of many, we hope, as we cope with the new challenges for our channel. We hope this was entertaining a bit, and we hope you'll subscribe. So from our family to yours, we wish you health and happiness, and we'll see you all out on the trail.